of banana fish. I do hope we're actually good to go. We certainly are good to go. So yes, I actually have a read to actually cover volume 12 of Banana Fish. We left off last. We actually kind of saw a powerful adversary kind of come back, who is also a pretty freaking cool character, I must say, in the person of Blanca. So we'll probably see him more often. We actually kind of saw the true colours of, in a way, of Lee's character as well. Granted, at the same time, it's still a very long way to go off until we actually do and really see that. But it's actually kind of interesting to see the dichotomy between how Ash and Lee use their own actual kind of past to their advantage. Actually, it's kind of one of the more highlights of this whole entire manga, is actually kind of seeing how they actually do that. So anyway, actually important to actually gone live. So gone live for volume 12 of Banana Fish. Yeah. They certainly are good to go, as they say. So anyway, it's actually been volume 12. Ash, have you seen the news? What are you doing? Do I look 15? Yes, you do. But why are you trying to look like a kid? You want to pay half price at the museum? Wrong. Oh no, whoring. Huh? Sorry, didn't get that joke. That's because it wasn't a joke. I'm going out as a call boy. Hmm? What was that about the news? Huh. Oh yeah, did you see the story called Chinatown Puzzle? It says leading members of the Lee family are dying mysteriously one after another. What do you think? What do you mean? I have to make a confession. Yelsi said to me, when you were gone, he will be your enemy. Why didn't you tell me this before? That's because as long as you remain Ash's only weakness, I'll come after you again. Well, you saying that has something to do with this. I don't know about that, but you'll see. He hates you very much. I think he's very dangerous. I have a bad feeling. That's okay. If he starts something with me, I'll deal with that when it happens. No point worrying about it now. Are you going out? I told you, I'm a little prostitution. Don't go out by yourself. Hmm? Hey Chris, looking pretty sharp. You got a date? Sort of. Excuse me. Did you call that kid Chris? I think I know his father. He sure looks like the boy anyway. Hmm? Oh, the kid who just went out. He's Mr. Winston's boy. America's Bank. Winston? America's Bank? I knew it. No wonder my party invitations keep coming back stamped not at this address. Thanks for your help. Gee, thanks, mister. They're on the 12th floor of the penthouse apartment. Damn. Thanks again. You know how it is. I've got to wine and dine as clients. Best of luck to you, sir. Chris Winston, banker's son. That's a good cover. Hey, could you let me off one block ahead of here? Sure. Hold it, let me on. So that's what he's up to. It's me. He set it up. Good. Yeah, that's fine. I talked to Norton. He's in. Well, I'll leave that up to you. Yeah, whatever you want. So I'll see you next. So I'll see you Friday next week. Who's there? Cape Cod Catering Service. Your order is here. Gotta go. A guest just arrived. Thanks. Bye. Sorry to be late, sir. I asked for Peter. He came down with a flu and I couldn't come, so they sent me over instead. I haven't heard about it. Would you prefer someone else? If I don't meet your requirements, I'll send another boy over right away. No, you'll do just fine. Come on in. So you still have a thing for blondes, huh? Don't tell me you've forgotten about me already. And I thought you liked me so much. Sure? Don't move. Huh? Not that it... No, that isn't a bonus, sorry. Get off me, will you? You weigh a ton. How about going on a diet? You haven't lost a pound since 4 years ago. In fact, I'd say you put on about 10. So you're still alive? No, I hear I'm dead. You were behind that news, weren't you? Well, you did me a big favor because the cops aren't after me anymore. So hey, thanks, I appreciate it now. What do you mean, what do you want, money? Some people never change. Still getting things still getting your kicks every Wednesday night in the same apartment you rent as James Abbott. Still getting champagne and caviar delivered to your door, and still asking escort services to send you pretty blonde boys. What was it you always said? No such thing as a smart blonde, they're all dumb. And then your wife and son turned out to be blondes. That was pretty funny. Just tell me what the hell you want. What's the hurry? The Dom Perignon is nicely chilled. I think I have a glass. You always got smarter. You always got starter right away. Never let me have so much as a sip of this stuff. And the moment you were done, you packed me off without even letting me take a shower. Well, I sure would have liked to have been offered some of this bubbly. I always like to think a man. I'd always think, man, not only is this guy a fat bastard, he's a cheap bastard. Or maybe you thought your own fizz juice was enough. Tongue that does blowjobs wouldn't appreciate the taste of champagne. Is that it? This is good. My first Dom Perignon in 4 years. Is it Perignon or Perigon? You want some? Oh, and don't try anything tricky. Nobody in their right mind would take me for an intruder. You wouldn't want to be caught with a nubile young boy now, would you? The fun's just about to begin. Oh. You know a substance called banana fish? Of course you do. You're one of its sponsors. What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about. Senator Kipper, just save me the lousy play acting, alright? I was in a girl's line sex toy. I had lots of opportunities to listen and learn, and I chose to take them. Dumb blonde though I was, you and Goldstein Army, Colonel Thomas Holstock, and the White House Chief of Staff Arthur Smiles. Who's protecting you guys? Who's letting you do this? I want an answer now. You goddamn little punk! You tell me who put you up to this. It's unthinkable that a two-bit little whore like you could figure it out. It's Goldstein, isn't it? Goldstein sent you here, didn't he? You're asking for it. Well, if you think I'm going to betray my country to a little asshole like you, you're sadly mistaken. You want to kill me? Go right ahead. I refuse to be threatened by the likes of you. Look who's the big patriot all of a sudden. You'd rather die than betray your country. Well, of course, this was all for your country. Isn't this crazy unknown drug to bring down neighboring south of the Rio Grande was all for the USA, and that's why someone very important is willing to look the other way. But I wonder what they'll say to this. This bunch of photos showing you molesting young boys. What? These are evidence of your intimate ties to Dino Goldstein, ties you wouldn't find easy to break. Oh yes, that old bastard keeps his ass covered. Every time someone used the VIP room in his club, a camera was going click, click, click. Were you too excited to notice, maybe? A sex scandal is the kiss of death for a politician, but you don't need me to tell you that, do you? If it got out that Raging Bull Kippard, the US Senate's #1 hawk, has a thing for banging teenage boys, well, I hate to think what they'll do to all the those Republican grandmas who admire you so much. Ugh. So, did that get you in the mood to talk? Whose weight is behind this project? Well, alright. Huh? Very good. That's a quick reaction. Looks like you remember anything you learned, kiddo. Who is it? Who was watching Kippard? Calm down. Just calm down. I don't sense any more shots coming. if it came in at that angle, that means the sniper was above us. That building, no, he could never get him from that far away. Well, right now I just need to get the hell out of here. Lock's being forced open. So it was from this building, but right in the head at this distance. This was no ordinary sniper. Good morning, Colonel Holstock, sir. Morning. You're starting the day early today, sir. Yeah, it's the wife's birthday. If I don't get home in time for dinner, I'll never hear the end of it. My regards to Mrs. Holstock, sir. Please wish her happy birthday from me. Thanks, I'll do that. Yeah, it's me. You get hold of Kippard? I've tried reaching him several times this morning, but he's not answering his phone. Did you try his other place? Yes, I did. No response there either. Well, just keep trying then. I'll do that. What the hell is he thinking? What the hell he thinks he's doing? Horny old bastard. You want to stay out of trouble? Keep your dick in your pants. Sir, don't worry about me. I'm a family man, sir. Not that I don't think about it some... Ooh. What the hell was that? All done. Sorry to keep you waiting, sir. Looks like there was an accident. An accident? Holy Moses! Guy in the car's a goner for sure. Ash, it's time to get up. I already tried 5 times. How long will you sleep? Jeez, it's past lunchtime. Guess nobody ever tried attacking him in the morning. He'd be dead meat by now. I made you breakfast. I'm getting you out of bed no matter what. God, he's heavy. Take a shower. That will wake you up. Don't forget to take it off your underpants. Give me a break, jeez. I know. If you eat, you'll wake up. Here, your favourite shrimp and avocado salad. Hang on, I'll bring you some milk. Wonder what the guys would think if they saw their boss like this. There, now will you finally wake up? Breakfast is in 5 minutes. Huh? Good afternoon. How long have you been up? Since 8:30. I thought only women have such low blood pressure. Maybe you should go to a gynecologist? And I thought only old folk wake up early. Maybe you ought to start doing Tai Chi in Central Park, Gramps. Damn it, he's waking up. Hey, shrimp and avocado salad. Shrimp and avocado salad? Cool. I told you so earlier. Someone's been eating this. Yes, you ate some. Yum. You're a good cook, Eiji. Make someone a great wife. I will forever miss these two together. It's one of the best things ever. Their relationship was actually amazing. I never thought I'd meet an American who doesn't like hamburgers. What's so weird about that? Bet there's lots of Japanese who hate that natto stuff. That's true. Hey, let me see that paper. I'm reading it. Later, okay? You read so goddamn slow. Watch some Sesame Street first. Get your ABC straight, okay? Thank you. I'll buy you some comics later. How's that? So there times 2. What? There's something interesting. So there times 3. No, at least not for an old man who should be watching Sesame Street. Hey, there's someone at the door. I'm not a maid, so don't boss me around. Yeah, Go and check out who it is before you open up. Not there, so I guess nobody's found him yet. Was it too late to make the morning paper? But who the hell eliminated Kippard and why? He was on surveillance for a pretty long time. The time was too perfect to make sense otherwise. The sniper was definitely a professional, one of the best in the game, a single shot in the head at that distance. But why? But why didn't he take me out at the same time? Ibe-san, Ei-chan, how you been, kid? I was worried sick about you. I'm sorry, I'm really sorry. It's okay. Thank God you're alright. Yo. Got a minute? What is it? Let's step outside. Hiya, Eiji. How do you like your fat... how do you like my fat pad here? Pretty comfy, eh? Go ahead and make yourself at home, Shinichi. Your fat pad? I don't remember you shelling out any cash for it. What's this, Eiji? How'd you get hurt? How'd you hurt your hand? Well, forget it. Are you okay? Yeah. You got mixed up in a nasty situation here. It's weird though. I'm not scared. Maybe I've gone numb or something. Know what you mean. I'm not scared either. Strange that I don't feel any fear. Maybe it's because we aren't spectators anymore. We're a part of it. It's already been a year since we came, huh? Relax, Eiji. I won't try to send you back to Japan anymore. When we go home, we'll go together after this is all over. Ibe-san. But don't do anything too crazy here. If anything happens to you, I'm going to regret bringing you here for the rest of my life. Okay. I showed your report to a leading physiopharmacologist. He got psychopharmacologist. He got totally excited by it. He kept asking me who wrote it. I dodged him by saying I got it from a med school student I know. Hey, are you listening to me? Huh? Yeah. What's the matter? You're really spaced out today. So anyway, back to my story. According to the expert, there's actually many plant varieties containing psychotropic substances of this type. Huh? What? Turn around. Turn around? Morning traffic in Washington, D.C. was held up by a collision between truck and passenger vehicle on Route 87. Killing the occupants of the car, who had been identified as Captain Bill Glenn, Deputy PR Officer for the U.S. Army, and Army Colonel Thomas Holstock, Military Affairs Advisor for Central America. Jesus. Huh. So Holstock brought it. Maybe there is divine justice after all. No. Huh? That was no accident. From here? Probably. Kippard and Holstock within a day of each other. It can't be coincidence. But who'd... Golzine? I don't know. Christ, this is insane. I don't know what the hell to think. Sheesh, one shot to the head from here. It's unbelievable. Huh? What is it? You've been acting weird all day. What's up? These were professional hits. Holstock too? Yeah, that was just made to look like an accident. There was a sniper somewhere overlooking the freeway. He took out the driver. Is that even possible? For someone who could get Kippard through the head from here, I'd say yes. It couldn't be. There's no way it could be him. Yeah, I'm coming. Well, good afternoon, monsieur. Very happy to hear it. Very happy to hear it met with your approval. Oh no, not at all. It's been such a long time. I was afraid I might miss actually. Yes, I know where he is. Yes, I'll be in touch. You're going to get real busy soon, kiddo. Damn. Bro. Let's see how far you can go. Thanks, Cynthia. I'll take it in my office. I don't want to be disturbed by anyone, alright? Yes, sir. This is a smiles. Indeed, talk about a bolt out of the blue. I'm as staggered by the news as you are, sir. Yes, we're looking into it. No, I'd say that's highly unlikely. I'd rule it out. Well, even if he were involved, what would be his aim? The project his trump card. I can't believe he would do something to throw it all away like this. That's right. I don't know how he managed it, but for all intents and purposes, the Foundation is back under his control. What would you like me to do, sir? Hey, don't touch anything over there. Oh, Inspector? What's the matter, sir? You look really tired. Yeah, my daughter got in a fight with my son-in-law last night. Came back to the house with her 3 kids. I was up all night babysitting. My daughter's crying and carrying on. The kids are crying and fighting. Tough night. So hey, Inspector, I found out who was renting this place. The leaseholder is James Abbott, owner of NYC Real Estate. Big GOP donor or something. Well, the thing is, I've tried to track down the guy. I try to track down the guy. Track down the guy, and he doesn't seem to exist. Huh? There is no James Abbott, and there's no company called NYC Real Estate. In other words, it was an alias. So Senator Kippard was renting his apartment out of himself under an assumed name. What the hell for? Had a mistress here, maybe? Who knows? I don't know which building the sniper was in, but even the closest one is quite distance away. This wasn't easy, so it was a hit, and the killer was a top-notch professional. Kippard and now Holstock. If Goldstein was responsible, they must have fallen out, or else he simply wanted to take over the whole project. The older vulture. He's finally showing his true colours. Ash, let's go get some lunch. I'm starving. Sure. What? Not hot dogs again? We always eat hot dogs when we're at the library. Let's get something good for a change. Look, the more people around, the better. Who cares what we eat anyway? It's only lunch. You are not like usual this past week. You seem nervous, a little scared. Hello, how's it going? Sorry, I got a bit too invested. Oh, of all time, Fire Punch. Who the hell's scared? Fine, let's go have sushi or tempura or whatever the hell you want. Always so defensive. Such a kid. Jeez. Okay, so let's go eat ramen. Ramen? That's what you call something good? Japanese style Chinese noodles. How very plebeian. Once sure Papa would be appalled. All that lobster and caviar he gave you gone to waste. The proper way to eat ramen with rice is you finish noodles first and then put rice into the soup. Nobody puts noodles on top of rice. It's too weird. Leave me alone. Who cares how I eat it? As long as there's natto on this planet, Japanese got no rights to say jack to anybody about food. Jeez, you're still talking about natto? Get down. Lower your head. Who is? Shh. Where is he? Somewhere up high. Yeah, that came from above. Damn it. We're sitting ducks here. We'll have to make a run for it. Whoever it is, I'm the target, not Eiji. Listen to me, Eiji. When I give you the signal, run to those stairs as fast as you can. And you? I'll be covering you. No matter what happens, don't turn around. Don't think about anything besides reaching those stairs. Okay. I'm gonna jump out first. When I say go, run for it. Now run! What? Eiji! Damn it, Eiji! You okay? Did you get hit? No, I'm okay. Come on downstairs. Where is this? Underground passage to the Rockefeller Center. We need to be around other people. This way. Why did he shoot at Eiji and not me? You didn't see my gun? Over there. He's chasing us. Don't look, just run. Upstairs, hurry. Those of you here for the NBC studio tour, this way please. Into that crowd, come on, we'll slip outside when we can. Please stand in 2 lines and put on your badges. Souvenirs are sold at the first floor. No pushing, please. Let's stand in 2 lines, ladies and gentlemen. There's a bus, let's get on. Don't look around, act like everything's cool. Did we get away? I don't know. What was that? A warning? If it's the guy who shot Kippard, there's no way he would have missed Eiji. That presence I've been sensing. I have a bad feeling about this. Maybe it is him. Maybe he's back. How was your day, boys? Fine. Do you think we got away from him? We're moving out of here as soon as we can. Until then, don't you leave the apartment. I'll send Kong and Bones over. Okay. Ash, what the hell's the matter? Oh wait, hold on. Ash, shh. Is it him? He's here? Islands in the Stream, Ernest Hemingway. Blanca. Hello, I've been waiting for you. Good evening. This way, please. Mind your step in the dark. Sorry about the mess. Where's this place? It looks abandoned. I've taken it as of yesterday. Strange place to welcome guests. Why didn't you turn on the lights? Wildcats are extremely wary creatures. Utmost caution is required. If you step this way, monsieur. Can you see it? It's the 12th floor penthouse, that Art Deco building. That's his lair. Directly opposite is the building where you had your offices. I'll be damned. As they say, the best hiding place is in plain sight. And this would be? Ah, yes. Let me introduce you, Mr. Li Yutlong, the youngest scion of the Li family. He also happens to be the one who conceived this idea, so I asked him to accompany me. A member of the Li Syndicate. Well. I'm honored to make your acquaintance. I have of course heard a great deal about your family. Fortune magazine is never far from my beside. Not a great deal of good things, I assume. Well, it's certainly not all flattering, but this isn't that simple. But then it isn't that simply how it goes for billionaires. So what do you plan on to show us tonight? Monsieur Goldstein, tell me you promised quite an interesting spectacle. We shall see very soon. He won't be able to resist testing what he suspects. Right now, every hair on his body is bristling with tension and unease. Since you came up with this ingenious idea, I assume you'd like to see it used to maximum effect. You sound like you're accusing me of something. Far from it. Someone born into a position such as yours must be ruthless. That's how it should be. He wouldn't understand how you feel about him. You seem to know Ash very well, more than most. I'm the one who trained him, you see. Blanca, there's no way I can win against him, and no place I can run that he won't find me. He's the one person I just can't. If it's the way I think it is, no way. As if it could be. Well, there's only one way to find out. Hey, you guys, yeah? Take Eiji with you and hang out in the kitchen for a while, but don't get anywhere near the window. And no matter what happens, don't come into this room. Okay, boss. Hey, I made some coffee. Thanks, kid. Let's have it in the kitchen. Huh? How come? Kitchen's the place for coffee, right? I do actually kind of like how this whole entire thing's developed, though, because it kind of develops into this kind of power struggle with Ash's character, because when he gets to a point, it kind of halts. And I guess it kind of halts in such a way that it kind of makes sense. Like how the past is always at his tail. There's no way actually can him free escape from it. And I always kind of appreciate that about his manga. You're always kind of seeing that always constantly. Again, it's very different to how Lee's actual past actually does in free work, because Lee's past works in a different way. His past is like kind of there, but he can't escape it. In a way, Ash has escaped his past, but he actually can't get away from it. It's a very kind of different sense. It's kind of really hard to explain. What was that? Hey, get back in here. Stay out. Eiji! Boss, stay back. Cut the lights right now. Now run. Hurry, boss. Eiji, you got hit? I'm okay. Only touched me. Now I'm sure. He isn't after me after all. The one he's aiming for is... Wow, maybe that caused more damage than I intended. Poor kid, I only meant to graze him with it. Still, the virtuoso marksman. Hardly retirement made me rusty. Retirement? You can't be serious. That wasn't the work of someone who's retired. I mean, the distance from here to that building is at least 900 yards. Like, even someone who goes to the rifle range every day could make a hit with such accuracy. I do go to the rifle range. Don't want to get senile. Senile? Shall we be off then? No point staying here any longer. Ow, 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 ow. Sit still, will ya? We don't clean this up, it'll get ugly. Gunshot wounds are a bitch. Yes? Hey, kitty cat, how do you enjoy islands in the stream? It's good. It's a good one, huh? Hang on a sec. I'm taking this in another room. You've grown up, kiddo, and looking handsomer than ever. Hollywood scouts would be all over you. You goddamn lying son of a bitch. Haven't heard that foul mouth in a while. Sounds like you've been practicing. Hold on, there's someone here who wants to talk to you. Hi, Ash. Can you tell who this is? You're that slimy evil bastard I'll see. I'm very happy you recognise my voice, but maybe you shouldn't be using that tone of voice. Monsieur Dino is here too, and everything you say is being heard over the speaker system. He'll be so disappointed in you. So that's how it is. Vulture got together with the Viper. You make a great pair. Still the same old Ash. What do you want? Why the hurry? I'm so enjoying this little. Just tell me what the hell you want, asshole. All right then. You received our warning, correct? Well, you know more than anyone how accomplished Mr. Blanca is. We have commissioned him over here. The target is your friend Eiji Okamura. But we've asked him to issue a few warnings first. That one now was the last, and I'd rather tell you in person. Could you come to the Warehouse 12 on Pier 8 at 9 o'clock tomorrow night? Alone. Fine. What else? Unarmed and without telling anybody. I'm sure I don't need to say this, but if even one of those conditions is unmet, Eiji dies. Fine, I'll do as you say. Now hand the phone to Blanca. Hi, honey. You said you were retiring. You said you were retiring. You said you were retiring. You lying sack of. I did retire. This is a one-shot deal, shall we say? What? You fall on hard times? Those poolside cocktails in the Caribbean cost more than you thought? Don't worry, I'm enjoying my sunset years in the fabulously comfortable fashion. The Caribbean's got it all: gorgeous sunshine, beautiful chocolate-skinned women. Yeah, well, for their sake, I hope your dick falls off. Go to hell, boss. What's up? You okay? Yeah. What? We cleaned it up. He lucked out. It ain't so bad after all. Good. I'm coming. boy is he pissed off, hissing and spitting like an alley cat. You seem to be enjoying this, Mr. Blanca. Yes, I am. Though the Caribbean is idyllic though the Caribbean is, it's a little too idyllic. It can get a bit boring sometimes. But why did you retire in the first place? With your skills, you could take your pick at the highest paid jobs. I'm not very suited to it, you see. It's his profession. Not suited to it? How could you? Let me ask you a question. Why do you loathe that Japanese boy so much? Does it bother you so terribly? What exactly do you mean by that? Gentlemen, I'm sorry to interrupt, but dinner is being served. Some champagne, perhaps? It would go nicely with Caspian beluga. Sounds pretty good to me. Did I confess I have a weakness for good caviar. You needn't to tell me. I had this flown in for you especially. May I ask you one more thing, Mr. Blanca? And what would that be, Your Highness? Or was Ash a talented pupil? Oh yes, I'd say he was immeasurably talented. Unsurpassably talented, or immeasurably talented. Both words do very work. Of course, since he was the only pupil I ever had, I don't really have a basis for comparison. Then why did you accept this job? You know what it's going to do to him. Why indeed? Is that a good book? That's something you have to decide for yourself. What's it called? Islands in the Stream. Hemingway again? Is he your favourite author or something? I guess you want to read this. What's it about? It describes how lonely it is to be a human. Oh. Forget it, this is too hard for you after all. Hey, what's that supposed to mean? Wait until you've grown up a little. Why you? Why now, after all this time, does it have to be you of all people? God damn it. I'm dust against him. I don't stand a chance. What the hell did I do? What the hell did I do? What the hell do I do? How do I... You're back. I was worried. You were gone all night. What time is it? 5:30. Sun's almost up. How's your wound? Okay, I think it isn't too serious. Fever? I guess not. We ought to be lying down. Gunshot wounds make you feverish. It's okay to it's okay to open the curtains? Yeah. Well, if you say so. There's some kind of trouble, right? Don't worry about it. But it seems it seems very dangerous. It's nothing I wasn't expecting. Go back to sleep, Eiji. Ash, what? Why don't you come to Japan with me? Yeah? When is this all over? How about coming to Japan? Me to Japan? How'd you come up with something like that? What do you mean? Is it so strange? I want to show you my country, and in Japan we have no guns. If I went to Japan, what would I do there? All I know to do is kill people. Don't talk like that, Ash. You can do anything. I know. How about becoming a model? I bet you will get lots of work. Don't be an idiot. Modeling isn't as easy as it looks. It's not like posing for kiddie porn mags. I didn't mean to remind you. I'm sorry if it hurt your feelings. Hey, it's no big deal. I'm sorry, Eiji. Something's the matter with me. So hey, what's Japan like anyway? I've seen some pictures of temples in Kyoto, but that's it. What is Japan like? It's very crowded, lots of people, and lots of cars too. Well, that's no different from New York. Yeah, Tokyo is like New York, but the place where I grew up is not really like that. So where did you grow up, Eiji? Izumo. It's in Shimane Prefecture. I bet you never heard of it. Nope. Izumo is where all the gods come from. Gizmo? No, that's a gremlin. Izumo. Yeah, that's right. There are 8 million gods in Japan. Wow, that's a lot. No wonder it's so crowded over there. There's a god who guards toilets, and even a god for poor people. Wouldn't want him around me. Wish I could go. Japan. Well, I really want to take you. Everyone will be very surprised. My sister and her friends will go crazy. How come? Are you kidding? They'll say, "Wow, such a handsome blonde American." Give me a break, man. It's so adorable. It breaks my. This whole entire manga actually breaks my heart. It breaks my heart more once you actually kind of reread it. You're like, bruh, this is actually kind of like really depressing when you think about it. 'Cause you actually kind of when you know the ending, you're just like, oh man. Over my dead body. If anybody hurts you. Did I Oh no. No, it's actually fine. I thought I actually mucked up the not orientation, but the actual size, but I didn't. It'll be over my dead body. I don't care who it is. I'm not letting anybody hurt you, Eiji. 101.3 degrees. He did come down with a fever. Sorry, I know I'm pathetic. I know I'm pathetic. You were fine. You were fine when you got shot. Don't apologise. It'd be weirder if you were okay. I'm just used to getting shot, that's all. Sorry I can't get you a doctor. Gunshot wounds need to be reported to the cops, so I'm okay. I get better if I stay in bed. I took some medicine. Eiji should be here pretty soon. Huh? I thought you might want to speak Japanese once in a while, especially when you're feeling lousy. You called him? Yeah. I'm going to meet Max, alright? I can tell Ash you're lying to me. You guys can order in some sushi or something. Okay, you probably don't realise this. That's a good idea. I'm not hungry though. When you lie, you become dead calm. You stop swearing and joking around. You better eat something, even if you don't feel like it. You're hiding something from me, something really serious. Don't eat. You'll get worse. Later, stay in bed. You hear me? It's exactly like the time you went out to meet Arthur. Later. That means see you later. I just have to believe that. I'm going to keep quiet and pretend I didn't notice. Dear God, if you exist, the American God, the Japanese gods, I don't care which. This is for both. Please look after him. Please take care of my friend. He's so adorable. It breaks my heart. He's so baby. He's so unbelievably baby. Ugh. Good evening, Ash. You're right on time. Huh? Hands behind your head now. He ain't got nothing on him, boss. I didn't think he would, but just in case, since he's a lethal weapon himself. Good of you to come. I was looking forward to this. You can put your hands down now, Ash. Make yourself comfortable. Just tell me what the hell you want. Such a good boy, doing exactly as you were told, and I thought Ash Link submits to nobody. I must say, I'm rather surprised. While it's true that you're well, it's true that erstwhile teacher possesses remarkable skills. I didn't expect you to admit defeat without a fight. Always got to rub it in, don't you? That's right. I can't beat him. That's just a fact. I'm only being realistic. He's in a different league. All right. It isn't a question of winning or losing. You give me more credit than I deserve, Ash. I'm very honored. Hey, it's been a while, kiddo. Look at you, dressed like a wannabe tycoon as usual, and you still seem to favor the street Arab look. What happened to those suit and jacket Papa Dino gave you? The fabric wasn't woven to order in Milan, as I remembered to match the colour of your eyes and hair. Traded them in for a lot of pizzas. Good God, you have my fullest sympathies, monsieur. Just cut the crap and stop dicking me around. If you're gonna kill me, just get on with it. Go ahead and call your goddamn tax numbers if you want. You're putting on an awfully bold front, Ash. It's not like you to bluff like this. I know what you're doing. You're trying to focus all your attention on you alone, aren't you? All of our attention on you alone, aren't you? You're terrified that your dear friend will come to harm. The thought of us hurting one little hair on that Japanese boy's head scares you more than any brutal torture that you may experience yourself. Goodness gracious, such gallantry, such self-sacrifice. You're always a real treat to be around, Yelsie. Am I? You know how to shoot a gun, girlie. I don't need to. You'll be shooting it straight into your own head. I like to see that gifted brain of yours batting all over the floor. It's either that or we kill your precious A-chan. Which do you prefer? If you're a good boy and do as I was saying, we won't touch him ever again. I swear to that on your life. Can you do it? Huh? Again, it's kind of like this kind of is the catalyst again. This is the catalyst for their relationship in a way, because it kind of doesn't really tell you that he would kill himself for Eiji's sake and actually see Eiji actually kind of live on, actually kind of unharmed. This is very much the kind of what we needed to see in a way. What we don't need to see him killing himself, but we needed to see a display of him actually realizing how much Eiji actually doesn't really mean to him. It isn't loaded. Give me a bullet. Don't you have any goddamn pride? How could you and for a little twerp like that, how could you just do that? What are you talking about? You're the one who told me to do it. Just let it go, your highness. He really doesn't understand what you're saying. You're not connecting. You never will. I think you should just forget it. Again, the catalyst for Lee's character as well. I love how the little intricacies do really come out as time goes on. Let's get down to business. That's what you really called him for here, isn't it? I get down to business then, Ash. You relinquish to us all the data you have gathered so far with regard to Banana Fish. It goes without saying, of course, that none of this data will ever be released to the media. You will also deliver to us the creator of Banana Fish, Dr. Alexis Dawson, who you are hiding somewhere, as living proof of its power. That's all. Oh, one more thing. You have 48 hours to fulfill those conditions. If you exceed this time limit, or if you try to deceive us in any way, Eiji Okamura will be killed immediately. Any questions? None? Oh, that's right. I forgot to mention. When you've fulfilled your task, you will be handed over to Monsieur Golzine. If he tries to run away again, dear H.M. will pay with his life. Don't worry, Ash. I shan't kill you. You will be permitted to stay alive as my slave. You'll be returning to the path from which you strayed. Only this time you'll be working as the lowest sort of prostitute. Not even the most seasoned whore could withstand the degradation you will be experiencing. I should destroy you little by little until you go out of your mind. So Ash, what will it be? You still have a choice, you know. You can choose to refuse our proposal and fight, in which case Eiji Komura dies, or you can agree to meet our conditions. In that case, Eiji will be left safe and sound. After all, without you, he's just a terribly uninteresting kid, worth nothing to us. He'll probably go back to Japan, become a salaryman or something, and live an ordinary life. He'll probably forget all about you eventually. He doesn't. While you will lose everything, the truth you've been seeking, revenge for your brother's death, Max Lobo's trust, and your freedom too. So Ash, is it yes or no? It's up to you. It's all up to you. Which will it be? Well, what's your answer? All right, I'll do whatever you say. Are you sure? Can you live with that? You'll lose everything. We be put through unspeakable horrors. You know that, and yet, just stop jabbering at me for God's sake. I said I'll do whatever you want. You got a problem with that, you scumbag? Very well. We have an agreement then. Meet us here again in 48 hours. Shall we be going, Blanca? Yes. Hold it. I gonna suck you one before you go, Blanca. It's the least I deserve after all this crap. If you sock me one, that will make up for all of this. Of course not. Like hell it will. But at least there'll be some sort of compensation. I seem to recall telling you to keep a lid on that temper of yours. Would you mind tarrying a little longer, monsieur? Not at all. Here's one request. However, don't do too much damage, please. I want to have some pleasure left myself. I'll go easy on him, but certainly won't make it easy for him. If you want to punch me, Ash, you'll have to get close enough first. You bet your ass I will. Come on, then. Well, I'm waiting, Ash. Stepping back is not how you get close. Fine, I'll go first then. Your defensive instincts aren't too bad. Damn you. Ugh. Not good enough. I hear you're strutting around as a new boss of New York's juvenile delinquents. Well, I didn't teach you to lead a bunch of street hoodlums. Ha! Ugh, I'm impressed you're still standing. 4 years ago, that would have knocked you down. This ain't fair. You're way taller and heavier than me. We ain't even anything close to even. This isn't a sport, Ash. Don't tell me you expect me to pull my punches because we're in different weight divisions. You're very fast, but you don't have enough stamina. If you get drawn into the endurance contest, you're never going to win. I recall telling you to work out regularly and build up some muscle. You're too skinny to put up a fight. Shut the hell up. Maybe I don't want to be a beefcake meathead like you. Beefcake meathead? Proper weight training can help prevent senility, you know. Senility too, you know. Just keep yakking away, asshole. Having trouble breathing? That was one of the lethal points I taught you, remember? If I hadn't gone easy on you, your heart would be crushed now. Sorry to have kept you waiting, monsieur. Not at all. It's a pleasure to watch. Your poetry in motion, Blanca. Brief and precise. Huh? My God, he brushed Ash aside like it was a child's play. It's hardly astonishing, my esteemed Yalsi. It is the difference between a professional and a mere amateur. They say a first-rate amateur cannot measure up even to a third-rate professional. Ash has no match among the amateurs. True, there's a good chance he could be a second or third-rate professional, but not a top-class professional, as you have seen. He knows that as well as I do, in spite of which he makes this foolish challenge. It seems he has become a street punk through and through. Monsieur, if I may take this opportunity, I'd like to have a word with him. Would you mind? As you wish, Blanca. We shall wait for you outside. You have no need to be anxious, Yalsi. As I said, that man is a top-class professional. You may rest assured he will never let personal feelings interfere with his work. Ash, listen very closely to what I'm about to say. My Sean Connery just came out just then. My Sean Connery just came out. This is probably the last time I will ever give you any kind of warning. I was very surprised to hear you have turned against Monsieur Girlzine. I thought you had overcome your past animosity, you say. But when I saw that Japanese boy, I understood your reason. I can't say I don't sympathize, but what you want just isn't possible. A rabbit and a lynx can simply never become friends. Monsieur spoke some harsh words just now, but he didn't really mean them. Look, regardless of what comes before, he was the first to recognize your talents. He spared you no expense in educating you and grooming you to become his successor. This is what you were born to do. The fates chose this life for you. You can't reject this role you were born to play, no matter how unwilling you may be. I'll smooth things over for you. I'll smooth things over for you with Monsieur. Go back to him, Ash. That's the best course for you. Everything under the sun will be yours to enjoy. Wealth, power, in no time, the whole world will be at your feet. And all you have to do is give up one thing. Are you done? Is that all you wanted to say? Just one more thing. When Monsieur first asked me to train you, my intention was to refuse. But when I went to his mansion and met you for the first time, I sensed that you would never be able to live in any other element but that one. And that's why I said yes. I wanted to teach you how to survive with every means at your disposal, and you were a truly excellent pupil. You mean a lot to me, Ash. I never thought I had such feelings left in me. I'm surprised at myself, but that is honestly how I feel. I don't want to see you destroyed. Now are you done? Was that all you wanted to say to me? Yes, I'm done. Good. Now you listen to me. I don't want any of that crap. You know damn well that nothing I get from that bastard is real. It's all fake, all of it. It's just a goddamn stage set. And you're telling me to play my role there? Well, you know it's all fake. You're saying I should just pretend I don't notice that? You of all people? That's right. So why the hell did you retire then? Why did you throw it all away and run off to the Caribbean? You're saying it wasn't because you got sick of playing your role? You're saying it wasn't because you got sick of playing your role? Don't give me your stupid advice. Just leave me alone. I'm happy, God damn it. And there's at least one person in this world who cares about me. He doesn't want anything from me. Do you have any idea what that's like? I never did. Not once in my entire life until now, and that's worth more to me. Worth more to me than anything else. But that means you're going to be destroyed, Ash. Better than living on a stage set and pretending it's real. Alright. If that's how you feel, there's nothing I can say. Do whatever you want. Do whatever you wish, Ash. Blanca, there's just one thing I want to ask you. What is it? Anything you ask, Ash. Don't kill him. Please, don't hurt him. Let him go. Please, Blanca. Hugh, he means that much to you? This is why you said you wanted to sock me, so you could find a chance to ask me that. Don't kill him. Let him go. I'm sorry, but that is the only thing I cannot agree to do. I intend to play the role I've been given to the very end. I shouldn't have come after all, but no matter what happens, Ash, I'll be wishing you the best of luck. And there we go. That was volume 12. A very interesting, again, catalyst for the whole entirety of this manga. Because it's kind of true that basically there is evidence that Blanca isn't a good person at heart. I think Blanca basically wants Ash to kind of take a comfortable life. He basically doesn't want him to do anything that can in theory see him destroyed. He's basically saying, look, go back to this place that you've absolutely despised your whole entire life, but at least you have everything you could ever ask for in life. But at the same time, there's that unfulfillingness within it. And I guess the same thing does in theory apply to him as well. There's a sense of unfulfillment in his character as well. He comes back to his whole entire world he doesn't actually want to come back to, and you can tell there's a sense of restraint within him. He doesn't want to be there. And basically, I guess in the way you could interpret Blanca's character basically say he doesn't want to feel alone. Like, in essence, he's a very kind of lone wolf kind of character, but at the same time, if he can actually have someone else the exact same time feel the exact same thing he's feeling, then he won't be alone in this whole entire world. He actually has someone there, and the only person he actually can in theory have that with is Ash. Ash is the only character in this whole entire series that he actually can in theory feel that sense of connection to. So, in theory, if he says, go back to this place you despise, I will be there too. I don't want to be there myself, like you don't want to be there, but at least we actually have the things we can in theory, in a way, want. And yeah, I mean, you can in theory interpret Blanca's character actually kind of be not such a great person, but at the same time, there's this sense within him that he just wants someone else to feel the exact same pain he's going through, but in a kind of very arbitrary manner, not in a sense that he wants him to feel this sense of like constantly getting stabbed in the chest kind of pain, but in a sense like he wants someone to feel that sense of like want to be somewhere but not want to be at the exact same time. He doesn't want to feel alone, basically. He wants to kind of project his own things upon someone else, in a way. And I kind of find that very interesting about his character. I kind of noticed it more in the manga than I didn't actually in the anime. So I don't think it actually mentions in the anime. I just mentioned this just now because I actually noticed it. How, in a way, that Blanca wants to project his own things upon Ash. And it's actually kind of, it's a moment that you either kind of grow to despise Blanca, which in a way I don't actually say that's actually a wrong thought to actually have. I do actually kind of agree with you. You actually can grow to despise Blanca. Blanca's a very kind of morally grey character. He's not a character you actually can very enjoy being around because you just don't know what alliance he actually doesn't really have. But then as time goes on, you learn more about him, then it kind of doesn't really break down certain barriers you might have towards his character. It doesn't redeem him in the kind of conventional manner, because no one is actually involved with Dino Golzine. It's actually kind of pure in any shape or form. They're kind of the lowest form of scum, besides Ash in a way, because Ash is the kind of the pure one there, because he though he kills people, he's doing it to try and get away. It doesn't redeem the fact that he actually is a killer, but it's in a different kind of light. He's not killing people out of necessity in a way just at this very one point. It's very much in a way to actually escape from where he is. So is that whole entire by any means necessary. It's kind of like he doesn't have a choice in the matter in a way. He has to bloody his hands to get out of the life he live. The same thing applies, that if he doesn't actually bloody his hands with the blood of other people, he's stuck in the same world he's in. He doesn't want to be there. And it's actually kind of interesting. This whole entire volume doesn't free up a lot about how Blanca and Ash actually are as people. Again, it's very explored in the actual prequel volume that actually explores his character, but it's actually kind of interesting. You get to see that, in a way, his character is very much trying his best to kind of project what other characters do in free explain blatantly that they are the same as Ash, but very different the same way. Blanca's very different. He tries to project himself upon Ash and say, look, if you stay here, you'll get everything you want. I don't want to be here. You don't want to be here. But at least we both have that. At least we both have a place we don't want to be at. So we can feel we can reconcile with each other. So in a way, he doesn't want to see him destroyed, but it's a different kind of. It feels selfish in a way. What Blanca's trying to say to him is what I'm trying to say. The whole entire thing is that I find Blanca's character to be quite selfish. And yeah, I kind of find it interesting as well what Lee says about Eiji as well, because it's actually a very interesting kind of, again, dichotomy between how Lee doesn't really see Ash and Eiji versus how he sees himself and his family, because there's no sense of compassion within Lee's character. Granted, we understand why. There's a kind of a very obvious reason to why he has the compassion for his family, why he completely offs the whole entire family because of what happened to him. But within that sense of compassion, within that sense of loss of compassion, he can't feel a sense of compassion after that point. He has no one else he actually can return to. He has no either friend or relative he actually can return to actually kind of feel any way, shape or form, any sense of humanity. And that's why he can't stand Eiji, because Eiji is that character that he so long wanted. Eiji to him is an obstacle because it's what he wants. He wants Ash to feel the exact same emotion he does, because then at least there's someone else that feels the exact same pain he does. Again, he projects his own things upon Ash. But in this whole entire manga, we actually understand that Eiji will not get hurt because Ash will not allow it to happen. He doesn't like that. He doesn't like the fact he actually has someone to protect. He wants him off because at that point he actually can feel the exact same emotion he does, that sense of loneliness. But Lee won't accept that. Lee won't accept his own feelings. He won't accept his own past. He won't accept anything. He'd rather bury them and actually kind of create this front that doesn't actually kind of say these things. And then at points it blurts out because he can't actually bury these feelings. The things are always there. It's a very kind of interesting idea what this manga actually does in free teach about people and actually how they do in free use their emotions. It's not in a conventional manner. It's a very kind of deeply complex manga because of that reason. The feelings these characters have towards one another aren't usual to what you see. They're not very one-dimensional. They're very three-dimensional. You actually have to kind of it's not instant. It's not something that happens overnight. You have to actually have to kind of read on constantly, actually kind of get these little nuances. If this scene didn't happen, it might in theory be a completely different meaning behind why Lee hates Eiji so much. Because that whole entire scene of him blurting out like, "Why are you doing this to him? He's such a twerp. Why would you go so far for him?" But you understand why. Because he hates him so much, because he's the character he so long wanted in life. He's that person he actually couldn't return to, but he doesn't actually have him. So he doesn't want anyone else to have him either. He wants everyone else to feel the exact same emotion he does, but he won't accept that emotion. And that's basically Lee's character in a nutshell, really. I guess that's at least my interpretation of his character. Again, we'll see more of his character as time goes on. He's a very deeply complex character. He's my favorite in the whole entire manga, and the anime as well, because of how deeply complex he actually is as a person. But yeah, I mean, so that was volume 12 in a nutshell, really. I like the actual, because you do in free see that, because there's a lot more time spent with Eiji and Ash as being kind of, in a way, friends, and actually deeply close friends as well. There's that whole entire just that section of this them kind of enjoying each other's company. So you understand, so it makes sense. It's a very purposeful kind of writing maneuver, not to say it's bad or anything. It's a very purposeful writing maneuver to actually kind of have this moment kind of make more sense, because you actually understand at this point why Lee hates him so much, and why we like Ash and Eiji together so much, and why we don't want to see him apart. It all kind of hits at points that makes sense. I actually do appreciate that. I always kind of liked how this whole entire series is written, how it's constructed, because it just hits at random points. It's just like, that's good, I like that. So yeah, I mean, we'll probably see more of it in volume 13 and onwards. So until then, I've indeed been a driver. Actually have enjoyed this whole entire stream as a whole on Twitch, then do leave a follow on Twitch, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, you want to see a bit longer, then do indeed leave a follow on. Leave a like on YouTube, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, want to see a bit longer, then do indeed leave a sub on YouTube, because indeed it's been quite a bit. If you have enjoyed what I do here, want to see a bit longer, the whole entire point of doing free, follow me on Twitter, or join my Discord as well. Both will tell you when these when these streams go live, and any other streams I do as well. But until next time, I'll be probably tomorrow actually with volume 13 of Banana Fish. See you guys later. Bye for now.